Hey guys, Sue here. Is because I want to help you get healthy. Hi everybody, how's everybody doing? So this is week 2 of my meal prep to help you save time, save money, save your waistline, and actually save waste. Okay, so just a few things that we're going to do today. I am going to share some books that I love, and I'm going to also share a Facebook, Instagram person that I love to follow, and I actually belong to her group. She doesn't know who I am, but I think she's really great for freezer meals. And if you are a working mama and you're going to practices and you're just never home, and the last thing you want to do is come home at 7 o'clock after volleyball practice and cook an hour, check her out. She is the family freezer. Her name is Kelly McNillis. And I actually joined the freezer meal prep, and some of these recipes are adapted from hers. They're not exactly like hers. Some maybe. Maybe the shredded tacos could be. I like to add a lot more veggies. You know me, I'm trying to feed the liver, the joints, the brain, level out blood sugar spikes, and help the gut microbiome. So I kind of add more veggies. But today, what we're going to do is we are going to do Sue's lentils for total body health. I love to have lentils on hand. What it's good for is slowing down the blood sugar spikes. It's also good to have a lot of fiber in our system so that we can detox the body, get rid of the wastes. It also feeds the probiotics in our microbiome. We're going to do a curried lentil with veggies. That might be from Kelly. It could be from the Instapot book. I'm going to share that book with you. Matter of fact, I'll show the books right now. I am doing a shredded beef taco. I've got all my notes here. Shredded beef taco. And this book is the Instapot Miracle Healthy. Love this book. I'm actually going to be using a crock pot because I want to put the food in and then leave it while I'm at work. So you could do 6 to 8 hours in your crock pot. Slow. The other book I just absolutely love, and I talked about it last time, is this one. And the reason why I like this one so much is because, like I said, I pulled up lentils and I thought, what can I use for flavor for lentils? And it gave me all the top chefs lentil. Oh, I don't know if I can get this to show. Anyway, they're all in bold. Love this book. It's the Flavor Bible. Okay. Another book I grabbed was the Instapot Obsession. I like that. And you can look on Pinterest and you can look on Instagram for freezer meals, probably crock pot meals. All of those would help you find recipes. Now, back to the recipes we're doing today. We're doing a curried lentils with veggies. We're doing an Asian turkey lettuce wraps. Shredded chicken tacos. We really like tacos in our family. So we do shredded chicken in the crock pot, and we can actually use it on salad or my mason jar salads, and I'll just put the meat in there. So I have that for my mason jar salads for lunch. And then we do it for tacos. Pork shredded tacos, we like to use that. I'm using pork and chicken today just because of the fact I've done beef and I've done lamb last week, so I'm going to change it up a little bit. And again, remember what I said, 2 nights of plant protein. Americans eat too much beef. So even 3, I try and probably have less beef and less chicken and less meat than I do plant proteins. Okay, pork with ginger, soy, and cabbage. I love to use my veggies to help with liver detox, help the microbiome. Remember the cruciferous vegetables. I'm adding a lot of those in these recipes. And then there's salsa verde shredded pork tacos. Again, we love tacos. Okay, so let's get started. The first one we're going to do is Sue's lentil for total body health. So I've got to turn around a little bit. Sorry about that. And here we go. So I showed you these last time. And They're bags that are safe for us to leave food in, and you can put them in the freezer. What you want to do is write when this bag needs to be used by, so about 3 months from now. So I want to use it by December. And then you want to put your cooking instructions on it. And also, if you have to add bone broth or something at the end, you want to put this on the back. So with this recipe, I'm just going to start doing my ads. So I've got a couple lentils, and of course I soaked my lentils, you guys, because I always soak all my beans, all my rice, everything, so that our gut can digest it better. What ends up happening is if you leave the casing on the beans or the lentils, sometimes what happens is it doesn't allow us to absorb all of our nutrients. And so I always soak them. It's easy to do. Okay, let me grab all my stuff for this. Okay, and see how easy this is. So this, I've got a little bit more. So this recipe actually has, and this is just my recipe, I came up with it out of that book because I just looked at different flavors that were going to be great. And so it has a bay leaf, and I put all of my spices and everything in one container, like here. So I have bay leaf, I have cumin, I have garlic, ginger, onions, parsley, chicken bouillon, black pepper, and salt. I do use bone broth, and the reason I like to use bone broth is because I want to help my microbiome, and I do like organic. I don't add this until right before I put it in my crock pot, and one of the things I'll do that night before is I will take it out of the freezer and put it in the refrigerator. In the morning, I'll just put it in the crock pot and head out the door. I like to put spinach in it. Again, I want to get all my vegetables. We're supposed to have 3 to 5 servings of vegetables in our system, and if we're not getting it in there, then we don't have enough fiber in our body. And then I use zucchini, I have parsley here, and I have some onions. I like to use cabbage. It's really good. It's a cruciferous vegetable. Celery, very good for us. Yeah, I don't measure. I'm sorry, guys. If you want this recipe, I can get it to you. Okay, this has, I'm also putting artichoke hearts in this because artichoke hearts are really good for our liver and our gut. So I'm putting some artichokes that were frozen in here. And that, my dears, is one meal. Now what I have to do is I do have to add the broth. And it's going to be 4 cups of broth that I will add right before I put it in the crock pot. So that is one meal. We'll just set it over here. Okay. The next meal is curried lentils with veggies. Okay. Again, I'll grab my bag. I'm trying to do this within 15 minutes. Good luck, Sue, right? I don't know if that's going to work. Again, I put my lentils in that I've soaked. My spices that consist of curry powder, turmeric, salt, pepper, onions, again, I like all my veggies, so here I have Napa cabbage, carrots, zucchini. It's kind of fun. We can mess up, right? It doesn't matter. Got all my spices in there. And so then, and then I'm going to put 2 cups of bone broth in right before I cook it. So got all this information on the front of my bag. And it does call for coconut milk. So I'm going to put that in there. We've got that. And I need to add 2 cups of broth to this, like I said, right before I cook it. You don't want to put all the broth in when you go to freeze it because then it's hard to kind of smush down and be in your freezer. My dog's helping me. Come on, Leo. Okay. The next one we're going to do is Asian turkey lettuce wraps. Okay. So I'm going to get my bag. And all of my ingredients are, I'm going to put those. Turkey lettuce wraps. Here they are. Now I'm going to put my meat in the bags at the very end so there's no cross-contamination. So I'm going to put ground turkey in here, bell peppers, carrot. I'm not going to put bell peppers because I can't eat them. So I've taken that out of the recipe. I'm going to put carrots, garlic, soy, Busan sauce, rice wine vinegar, and chili peppers. Okay, so do this. Add all of my liquid. If you want these recipes, you can email me at sue@suesellwellness.com. And I can pop them on over to you for all the exact ingredients. Now I will add my ground, I'm going to put this over here because that says I need to add some meat, so I will add my ground turkey. The next thing I'm going to do is, this looks like the family freezer. She's so great. She puts a calendar together. She has all the ingredients that you need for shopping, and just check her out, you guys. She's awesome. The next one I'm going to put together, shredded chicken tacos for tacos or taco salad. Again, I'm going to put the meat in later. So for my shredded chicken tacos, I am going to put 2 pounds of skinless chicken breast in here. And then I'm going to put olive oil, chili powder, a teaspoon of pepper, and I'm going to put a ½ teaspoon of garlic powder, salt, ground cumin, red pepper, paprika, Mexican oregano, and onion powder. This is just like a little nice marinade that the chicken's going to be in. And it'll sit in the freezer in the morning or the night before. You're going to pull it out and you're going to put it in your crock pot, and it'll be ready when you get home. And then you shred the chicken. And I sometimes like to use the Instapot one on this one. And the reason I do that, I just put it on slow cooker mode. The reason I do that is because I kind of want to reduce the sauce. I'll pull the chicken out and I'll shred the chicken and then I'll reduce the sauce. Okay, let's see. My next one is pork shredded tacos. So I'm gonna go right here and grab this. I'm hoping I'm getting this done in 15 minutes, you guys. I'm sorry if I'm not. Okay, pork shredded tacos. Again, put all the instructions on what you want to do when you're doing these. So I want to take this out of the freezer by 12/1. 3 months it'll last in the freezer. This cooks on low for 8 hours. I'm going to put the pork in there, and I'm going to show you how I do that in a minute. So, but for pork shredded tacos is what we're doing. My dog's walking around. Pork shredded tacos. Let me see. Here we are. Okay. So for my pork shredded tacos, pull all this over here. In this is 1 onion, 4 cloves of garlic, 2 tablespoons avocado oil, 1 lemon, juiced, and then I have jalapenos, cumin, kosher salt, oregano. That's all in here, my spices. And then I like to add cilantro. Probably 1/4 cup. And then I'm going to add the pork in just a minute when we're done with all the other stuff. Pork with ginger soy and cabbage for lettuce wraps, or to put on rice is the last one I'm going to be doing today. Now, what the fun thing is about this is these are all going to go in the freezer. And then on those busy days, or when I'm tired or whatever, even if you pull it right out of the freezer and you put it in the Instapot, read on the Instapot and look on Pinterest and everything about how you cook it, it probably won't take longer than 20 minutes, even frozen, okay? But check all that information out, okay? So the last one is pork with ginger soy and cabbage. So I have here onions, about a cup. Good for the liver, good for the gut. I have cabbage and celery here, about 3 cups. I have three different kinds of cabbage, Napa, and I have red, and I have green. Then all my spices, which consist of, mess this up. Okay, half a cup of soy sauce, 2 tablespoons of sesame oil, 3 cloves of garlic, 3 tablespoons of fresh ginger, 2 tablespoons of honey, and 1 teaspoon of 5 Chinese spice. Put that in there. It's just so good to come home and you smell this. You can put this on rice, or like I said, I like lettuce wraps. I'm always doing lettuce wraps, so that would be my preference. Okay, so now the last thing we need to do is add the pork, and so we don't cross-contaminate. I'm going to just move some stuff over and add my pork first. There we go. Just going to add this pork right in here. Like that. I know, it's raw, right? And that is okay because it's going to cook all day long. So there's my pork. I'll close that up in a minute. Okay, I have pork shredded tacos. Again, I'm using about 2 pounds of pork. Easy. So way over here. Okay, I have shredded chicken tacos. So I've got my chicken right here. I'm going to put in about 2 breasts in there. Last but not least, my Asian turkey lettuce wraps. Oh, I'm excited to eat this stuff. Okay. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to seal these all up. I'm going to kind of mix it up a little bit and squish out as much of the water as I can. I'm going to lay them flat in my freezer. Clean your freezers out, you guys, so you have this. Make sure that you do write on the bags if you have to add more broth. If you want any of these recipes, give me a shout by emailing me at sue@suesalewellness.com. And I think we did it. I hope it was under 15 minutes. I didn't even time. Okay, so I'll see you next time. Oh, so next meal prep, what we're going to go over is how to make individual soups for the day, like for lunch, little tiny containers of it. We're going to go over some of my favorite dressings. We'll probably go over some dips and maybe even some chimichurris or some marmot or some marinades that you can put in the freezer so that you just pop your meat in as you want, and you pull your, let's say you bought some chicken and you just have a marinade and it's in the bag, in a bag. You'll have it all mixed up, and then you just put your chicken in and marinate it and then grill it. The cool thing is that you don't have to think about this, you guys. You can just start living. And can you imagine if you came home and prepped all this at night after sports? Probably take an hour. But you're going to walk in, and then what I usually do is for my lentils, I actually put some, for Sue's lentils that I made, I put some not sour cream, but some homemade yogurt on it, a little bit of red wine vinegar or malt vinegar tastes delicious. Curried lentils is just great on its own. You can put that on rice if you choose, or eat it like a soup. Pork with ginger, I serve it over rice or lettuce wraps, and if I do that, I'm going to cut up some more carrots that are fresh. I'm going to cut up some fresh cabbage. And remember, we learned how to prep last time. And what we did is we cut up cabbage, we cut up carrots, we did all of that. So it should be just easy to throw this out on a table and have the pork ready to put in lettuce wraps, because you've got everything ready in the refrigerator. Shredded tacos, of course, I'm going to do the normal taco stuff. I like to use yogurt instead of sour cream, but I know my kids like sour cream, and I'm going to have shredded cheese to put on it. Again, I'll have that shredded cabbage that I told you about. Tomatoes, everything you want on your tacos. Shredded chicken tacos, again, make it like you make your tacos, but everything's probably prepped in your refrigerator if you did that 1 hour cooking once a week and you sliced everything up and it's ready to go. Asian turkey lettuce wraps. Again, I would have all my veggies cut up, celery, I would have carrots, I would probably have peppers. I can't have peppers, but my family likes peppers. I would have everything cut up so that I knew all I had to do is put this food in. Okay, you guys, I've talked too much. Okay, see you next time. We're going to go over what I said, and I hope you have a great evening. Bye-bye for now.
Hi guys, Sue here, and I'm super excited today because my girlies are coming over for lunch. And so I just wanted to share a little bit about my mason jar salads because I've talked about it in the past and they're super simple. And if a person opts out of having a salad, then I can save it for later because they usually last about a week and a half. As long as you've drained the lettuce really good and spun it out after you've washed it, they will last. So there's some tricks to making a mason jar salad, and I just wanted to share this with you. And then later I'll share the table setting and everything downstairs by the water. I really have fun with my girlies, and part of something that gives me joy is having my girlfriends over. Like today I went and picked my roses and I have bouquets down on the table and I've got the table set really fun, and that brings me a lot of joy. And you know what I say, we have to have joy in our life to have good health. Okay, mason jar salad. So I usually take a wide mouth mason jar, and what you want to do with mason jar salads is you put the liquidy stuff on the bottom. Now, a lot of people say it's okay to put the dressing on the bottom, but if we do that, then what happens is I feel like I have to use it sooner, so I really don't like to do that. So I put the dressing in a little container and I put it on the top. So when the guest opens up their jar, what they're gonna do is they'll take the dressing out. I also do the grated cheese and I put that on top too. Okay, so, but in order to make it, this is how you do it. Super duper simple. So I have a couple things that I'm gonna put in here, and oh geez, I've got my tomatoes over there. I gotta be right back. Typical me. I bet you missed me, right? Okay, so making a salad, you wanna put all the juicy stuff on the bottom. So I'm gonna put some pepperoncinis in here, 2. I'm gonna put some olives, 2, 3, I don't know, I like olives. Then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put some onion, because I like red onion and it's really good for the liver, okay? Then what I've done is I've mixed up, you know I talk about the rainbow salad, so I have carrots and red peppers and green peppers, and I have spinach, and I have arugula in here, and I have red cabbage, green cabbage, I have a romaine, everything's in here. So, now what I've done is I put my juicy stuff on the bottom, and then you put your lettuce on top, okay? So then you just stuff it, put the lettuce on. Now, I wanna leave room for, I put tomatoes. Now, there's a little bit of a thing I do with tomatoes. I like my tomatoes to be warm or room temperature, because I feel like when they're in the refrigerator, they don't taste as good. But I am gonna save these in the refrigerator. So these are cherry tomatoes, so I'm just gonna put them in. Okay, Then the lettuce goes on the top of everything, okay? Then what I do is I take my dressing, put it there, and then I also take and I put my cheese that I've grated up and put it there, put the lid on, and voila, we are done with our salad. Okay, now I'm gonna share something that I really think is cute. So what happens when you open this up, you're gonna take the dressing, you're gonna take the cheese out, and then you're gonna dump it, and all those things that are on the bottom will be on the top of your plate. But now, okay, so I love Rae Dunn, right? And she has a studio in San Diego. But I was fortunate to get some of her candles. One says chill, one says breathe, and one says wish. Okay, so for my girlies, what I'm doing is putting theirs, because I only have 3 of them, but I've reused these. So I've washed out the candle jars, and since they're wide mouth and they have a good rubber stopper, they'll hold the salad really well, just like a mason jar. So here we go. For my girlies, I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna put the juicy stuff on the bottom, so my pepperoncinis, some olives. I will put the tomatoes in, okay? I will put the red onion. Now my lettuce. I get it all over, don't I? Okay, so then I put my dressing, and I can share with you what that dressing is too. If you guys are interested, just chat me. Okay, and then I put my grated cheese in. And voila. Now, when my girlfriend sits down, she's gonna see chill, right? And then she's gonna tip it over, and all that beautiful stuff is gonna be on the top. Okay, you guys. I gotta go, I gotta pick up my kitchen. They're gonna be here any minute, and I hope you have a beautiful day. Bye.